All right. It looks like I am live. Thank you so much for joining me here. Um, okay. All right. So this is Tammy Morrison, and I am here for Healing the Broken Pieces. And what I'm going to be speaking on tonight is healing and how you can begin to learn how to connect to your emotions, how emotions can wreak havoc in our body, on a few of those things. And so this is a series that I'll be doing at 4 o'clock Pacific time, just to and speak with you on healing and some processes that I use to help people heal. Some things that you can do to begin the healing process in your life, especially if you are on a healing journey. There are so many people on this journey now, especially this pandemic has brought out so much in this planet. And so I want to begin to speak a little bit about our emotions. And so, one of the things that happens with our emotions is they get trapped in our body. So, because we live on this planet and we deal with all kinds of things, there is trauma probably with everybody and everything. And so, we deal with all this stuff. And so, a lot of times, what we'll do is we'll suppress our emotions. We'll push them down. Sometimes we push them down consciously, and sometimes it's an unconscious thing that we do as a protective mechanism because, on some level, we believe we can't handle that pain or the magnitude of exploring the other feelings that are going to come with that. So, this is something that I teach on and I talk about because many times we have all of these emotions within our body and they get trapped, and then they begin to spread and cause disease. And that is not good either. I mean, we don't want that as well. Um, a lot of times we do not allow ourselves to feel. Now, I think about what comes to mind for me is a scene in Empire. I was watching Empire one time, and I saw this scene in Empire, and the boys were talking about their mom and how she rather fight than feel. And that struck me because that is truly the way a lot of us are. A lot of us live our lives that way. We rather fight than feel. We'll fight the feeling of feeling. And so when you begin to really learn how to get in touch with your feelings and get in touch with how things feel in your body, that's when you'll begin to see change. You'll begin to see things that shift. When you begin to experience and explore those emotions and begin to get them out of your cells, get them from blocking your chakras. And that's something that happens to us so regularly we don't even realize, because these emotions get into our bodies and they get stuck. And then sometimes we just don't know. And sometimes we do know, but we don't want to feel. And that's really what I'm talking about today. So typically, when this process happens, when your emotions get stuck in your body and nobody is, you're not trying to release them. You're not trying to acknowledge them, because sometimes you need to acknowledge that, because a lot of times we don't even want to be in touch with our emotions at all. And so this is what causes our bodies to be broken inside and out. It can cause so many different conditions and disease, just from not processing your emotions. And so one thing about emotions that I want to share is emotions are a gift. They're a gift. There's a lesson in every emotion. You just have to find it. Sometimes it's there and you just don't see it, but you have to find it. And once you begin to find it and begin to learn how to connect to your body and how to connect to your emotions, is going to give you a freedom that maybe you've never felt before. And so I'm super excited to share that, because these are some of the things that I connect with my clients with. You know, I have worked with some people that have had such extreme emotional distance is what I like to call it. So when you are not connected with your emotions, then you're distant with them. And so when you begin to learn how to do this process to connect with your emotions, and now there are many processes to use for this. This is not the one that I'm going to share today is not the only process. There are many processes. You will find as many processes almost as people to do this. But this is one that I find helpful and I really truly enjoy doing it. I have done it for myself, and so that is why I know that it works. I've shared it with other people and it works. It works. Hey, thank you for joining. But I'm super grateful for that. And so just learning that process for me was something that helped me to pull all the pieces back to me, to start really pulling the pieces back. Pulling back, pulling myself, all parts and pieces of me from every time and space back. Because to me, that's a process that, many times we don't want to do, but we need to do it. We should do it. We should want to, but a lot of times, we have those shadows that are there. And what are the shadows? The shadows are just the flip side. It's the stuff you don't see. It's like the side two of an LP. Now, I know I'm dating myself, but an LP, like a 33 record, there was a B side. And so that's what the shadow side is. It's the B side. It's the side that, you might not show people. It's the side that you don't typically want to see yourself. And so as you begin to move through these things and as you begin to learn how to connect and actually learn how to feel. And so that is some of the processes that I'm going to talk about today, because I know that many people don't even know how to feel. You start feeling something, and maybe you have something is happening going on around you and you start feeling something in your stomach. Maybe it's a little anxiety or something, and you don't even know how to feel. You don't even know how to feel. And you start panicking and trying to figure out, what it is and all that stuff. But if you would just take a moment and feel, you'd be able to know exactly what that is. That is a warning. And so many times we have these feelings. Sometimes, you'll be in an area, you get goosebumps, or you'll feel uneasy. That is, your body trying to tell you something. Your body trying to tell you something. But many times we don't listen. We don't listen. And the other part about that is we have all these pet conditions and diseases that we want to pet and we want to rock them and we want to hold them and we want to love them. But they just diseases. We can release them and let them go. But it's according to you and what you believe. And so that is another thing I wanted to talk about, because I know that, there are so many things now that you can do to help your body in natural ways, to help to heal from all of these different things. And some of them are not even things that you're supposed to have. Some of them are shit that got stuck and trapped in your nervous system, things that got trapped in your cells, in your DNA that you are supposed to heal. And so that is why I'm here. And that's what I'm talking about. These things begin to be trapped within us. And the thing is we can get rid of them. We can release them. We can let them go. We can learn the lesson, receive the gift, and then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So just like, they said on Frozen, let it go. I'm thinking about the Lion King. So on the Lion King, y'all remember when Rafiki told Simba that you can either, there are things that you can do in this life. You can either run from it or you can learn from it. So what is it that you want to do? Do you want to run from your emotions? Do you want to run from all those things? Or do you want to learn from it? Do you want to see what it is here to teach you? And how you can heal through it and how you can bring all of those broken pieces that are you back together. Because believe it or not, your emotions are you. People try to preach against that, and people try to say that that's not true, but it really is. You can't separate your emotions from you, can you? I don't know. Maybe somebody can. But no, you can't separate your emotions from you. So they are you. They are you. So you might as well learn how to work with them and learn how to deal with them and learn what it is that you need to do and learn how to connect to your emotions. Now, that is one of the things that I definitely am going to share today is this process of how to connect to your emotions. So if you're ready and if you have time and you're not driving or operating heavy machinery or working, and you have time and you can do this process to connect to your emotions, I welcome you. So what I want you to do is get in a comfortable position, whether it's lying down, sitting up, feet on the floor, sitting up, feet not on the floor, sitting up, if it's whatever position for you is comfortable. So that we can connect to your emotions. And then I want you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then begin to connect to your emotions. Now you can do this by focusing your attention within and noticing which parts of your body heavy emotions are being stored in. And so what that looks like is when you begin to feel into your body and you feel where you experience heavy emotions. For me, many times it's in my solar plexus, like in my stomach area, and also in my heart. That's where I typically will feel heavy emotions. So just take a minute and just feel into that and see if you can pinpoint where you feel heavy emotions. Some people feel it in their head. Some people feel it in their hand. All kinds of different places where people feel heavy, dense emotions. And so when you're aware of that part of your body that you feel the heavy emotions, place your hand there. And then breathe deeply into the motion for a minute or two. So we're going to breathe deeply. As you breathe, ask if this feeling has any messages for you. Ask if this feeling has any messages for you. And then just listen for the response. You may hear a word that gives you an insight into something you've been experiencing over and over again on loop, or you may remember a challenging experience in your life that you have not expressed or healed. Whatever your experience, do not judge it. Just feel it. Now take a deep breath. And then write down any insights you have and explore their significance. So when you write them down, then you want to take a little time and you want to journal on it. You want to sit with it. Ask Spirit to reveal anything that you don't understand. Complete the clearing process until you feel that the density and negativity of emotions have been released from your body and replaced by your expanded consciousness, light, and peace. So when you've cleared the negativity from the emotions, complete the corresponding positive aspect. This will help you finish transforming the energy of your body from negative to positive. Furthermore, the processes involving the positive emotions such as confidence, joy, and peace may also be used. So say, divine healing intelligence. Pour the orange-red flame of purification into every aspect of my being that is holding on to anger, hatred, hurt, and thoughts of revenge. Please dissolve all feelings of fear, numbness, rage, and judgment. Allow me to find new healing ways to express and let go of anger. Help me to realize that anger is not who I am. It is an emotion that I have brought into and I've been afraid to release. But now I am ready for something better, softer, and healthier. I am willing to transform anger into peace. Thank you. And then repeat the word clear several times until you feel lighter. So, like this: clear, 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 clear. Observe the orange-red flame moving through your body, mind, emotions, and energy field, and begin to dissolve all negative thoughts, words, feelings, memories, and images of anger, rage, superiority, judgment, numbness, and fear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I witness the divinity in you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to ask you one question before we go. How would it feel to let go of all anger and negativity and discover peace and freedom? How would that feel to you? How would that feel? Be willing to let go of anger and focus on peace instead. Find time for stillness and quiet where you can allow inspiration to flow to you. Stillness and quiet is the place, y'all. Even if you have to take 5 minutes in the bathroom, because I know how it is if you have small children, they don't want to let you go to the bathroom at all, but I know how that is. But you can find 5 minutes, 5 minutes of just time for quiet and stillness, just to be able to get into your body, to practice this practice. And for you guys on TikTok, it's also on Facebook and YouTube. So you can go back and listen again and do this process again if it was helpful to you. But yeah, it's important to begin to learn how to feel into your body in order for you to begin to heal the broken pieces. That's how we heal them, y'all. We start connecting to our emotions and we start getting into our body and feeling into our body and allowing our bodies to speak to us and allowing our bodies to heal itself. That's the thing. That is the thing. Allowing our bodies to heal itself. Oh God, this is so exciting to me. Let's see. Let me check on YouTube. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay. But I'm just excited about this because I believe that, this is the beginning of something big and something great. I hope that you feel the same way because it's like amazing to me. Just being able to get into this space where you're able to feel, because you know what? We've been so numb for so many years, and especially throughout this pandemonium, it's like, people have been trying to get in touch with their feelings and their emotions and beginning to feel in their body and see what things feel like to them. Because a lot of times, we don't even recognize. And I'm going to give this example. So, I was speaking to someone about high blood pressure. Now, they have high blood pressure, and so I was asking, how does it feel? When we check the blood pressure and it's elevated, what does it feel like to you? I was asking this person, and they couldn't tell me at that time, and it was something that I helped them to feel into and embody, so that they could recognize when their body was out of alignment, and that is what that is. When your blood pressure or any of your vital signs are out of whack, you are out of alignment. And that is the same thing with this. Our chakras get out of line, our blood pressure gets out of line, our spine gets out of line, out of alignment. And so as we begin to discover and look at it and check and feel, really get into your body and feel what it feels like. So like for me, I know that when my blood pressure is high, I have a headache from hell, a headache that just won't quit. And I know that about myself because I have felt that. But that's something that I learned and I paid attention to and I taught myself. And so if you are at this space where you are beginning to look inside yourself and look at how your emotions are affecting your life and how they're affecting your body and your health, because those things affect all of that. We are not one-dimensional beings. We're not. We are not one-dimensional beings. So it's not like your health is here and, your emotions is here and, something else is here. No, we are all composite human beings. We're all of these things. We're all one. This is how God created us. But it's now that we are getting back to the place where we are beginning to understand the language of emotions and how emotions speak to us and how these can help us to heal the broken pieces. Because that is essentially what I am talking about, is being able to heal the broken pieces. It's time, y'all. It's time. It is time to heal the broken pieces and begin to understand how emotions affect us and how we can shift that and how we can heal ourselves and how we can make sure that we are in alignment with our life and with our destiny. Because there are so many of us that want to be so many things. We want to be big stars and we want to be, all of these things. We want to be, on Broadway, or, we want to be a famous writer, or we want to be a famous scientist, or a physician, or an attorney, or an engineer, or we want to be a famous whatever, YouTube star, a famous TikToker. We want to be these things, but there are so many things that can block you from that you don't even recognize is happening for you. You don't even recognize. Megan Marie, thank you for joining me. But you don't even recognize that this is what is happening for you. And part of it is because you're not feeling and you are not getting in touch with your emotions and who you are. You're not doing it. You're not paying attention to how your body feels. When you go places, how do you feel when you go certain places? There are places that I feel horrible to go, and so I don't go. I didn't realize that or recognize that before, but it's something that as we grow into the spiritual, we start paying attention to these things and how they feel in our body. When you're around certain people, how does it feel to you? Do you start getting irritable? Do you know it's time for you to leave? How does that feel to you when you're in certain spaces? How does that feel to you? Gone are the times where we should just be going places all willy-nilly. No, we should feel into everything. We should feel into everything. Definitely feel into it and say, you know what? I don't feel like doing that. Or I don't feel like going there. Or when I go there, that makes me feel some kind of way. But we won't know that until we begin to pay attention to our emotions and what they're doing in our body. Is it wreaking havoc in your body, creating autoimmune diseases, or setting yourself up for a heart attack? Is it doing all of these things? IBS, gallbladder issues. There are so many things that we can prevent if we learn how to handle and embody our emotions and begin to get them from being stuck in our damn bodies. I don't know how else to say that. It's like, come on now. We can all move the needle in the society. And I think, to be honest, it would help so much, because people will stop putting their foot in their mouth and just saying shit. People, people will stop that, and they'll just begin to think about, what comes out their damn mouth. That is a whole nother piece of that, but I wasn't going there. I digress. But I just wanted to come on here and just talk about that. And I will be back again next Tuesday for another episode of Healing the Broken Pieces. And we will talk about a few other things. Hey, Goddess, thank you for joining. We'll talk about a few other things in that arena around healing and around opening up your chakras and what that means. I'm going to go a little deep, y'all. So make sure that you're following me. Make sure that you're sharing this out if you know people that want to listen to this. And just make sure that, you're checking out my world, because we're going to do some big things. I'm recruiting now for Sisters Across Borders, which is a global sister circle in essence. And I'm super, super excited about it. So I'm recruiting for that now. So if that's something that you would like to do, make sure that you DM me or comment or, send me a follow, whatever you need to do in order to get in touch. But that's something that I am so excited about. I'm actually creating that now. Hopefully I'll have everything ready to be open in February, because that's what I'm looking at. But it's so amazing, because I really want people to be able to come together, women to come together in unity, across the diaspora. I want this to be a global community. That is my vision for this. And so if that's something that you would like to join, you are a woman or identifying as a woman, then you can come and join us in Sisters Across Borders. That is so exciting to me. I have a few other things that I'll be doing. I have a 4-week beta program that I'm looking at, because I really want people to be able to come in and begin to, get their minds shifted. We will dig into limiting beliefs and actually shift those. We'll dig into your body and see, what's going on with your chakras and where you're holding extra emotional stuff, and heal and pull and release that. So I'm so excited about this. So if that's something that, sounds really good to you, and it's like a super freaking super price, but if that's something that is calling to you, then reach out to me and let's have a chat about it and see if, it's good for you, good for me, then we'll work together. So again, thank you so much for joining. And that is a 4-week program, and it's 4 one-to-one sessions. So it's not, not a group program. It is a 4 one-to-one sessions. So single sessions with you and me. So that's something that you're looking for, and it sounds like a good fit for you, then reach out to me, send me a DM. You can DM me on Facebook. You can comment on YouTube. You can DM me on TikTok or even Instagram. My Instagram is I am really Tammy Y Morrison, because they wouldn't let me get my name back when my page got stolen. So it's I am really Tammy Y Morrison. And everywhere else I'm Tammy Morrison. So you can find me on all of those platforms. Wherever you see me, reach out. I am super, super excited about even doing this series, and I hope that you got something out of it. And I'll be back on again next Tuesday, same bat time, same bat station. And I'll be back on live again on Thursday. So, and on Wednesday, I'll be with Megan Marie, Ebony and Ivory on Spiritual Growth, Wednesday night at 5:30, I think. So join me any of those places, and make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel and on TikTok, because I'm building over there as well. So make sure you follow me on YouTube and on TikTok, and we'll talk later. And I will definitely be back on again tomorrow with Megan, and then I'll be back on Thursday by myself. So hope to see you then, and we'll do another episode of Healing the Broken Pieces next Tuesday, same bat time, same bat station. Oh, Megan said it's 5. So 5 o'clock with Megan Marie tomorrow, Wednesday, right here on Facebook. Ebony and Ivory on Spiritual Growth. So we'll be having a good conversation there. So join us there. And like I said, I'll be back on Thursday, the same platforms I'm on, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So again, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, weekend, whatever it is for you. And I will speak with you later. Bye now.